DrBotBud wants to know this, friendos. What was your best friend's name growing up? And why were they your best friend? That's the question. So for me, my best friend's name growing up, and it changed over time, was Michael Atkinson. And he was a year or two older than me. And he lived across the street, so we had opportunity of being close. And we'd hang out during the summers for a couple of years. And he went to high school, and I still wasn't in high school. And then we kind of split up. But we had a couple of really good years together, and it was pretty fun. And one of the best things is I used to go over to his house because his parents would work during the day, and we had, summer school. So I would come and hang out, and we'd have a good time, and then we'd like watch like movies because his family had HBO. So I watched The Goonies for the first time over there. Never thought about that in a long time. Hey, you guys, baby Ruth. And he had a Nintendo, and he had games. I had a Nintendo too, but he had games that I didn't have, and I had games he didn't have. So I'd bring my games over, and we would like play Nintendo together, and it was super fun. Super fun. And that was my best friend. And then when I went far away, I moved up to Northern California, and we were no longer hanging out. Like back then, you didn't have like you didn't have cell phone numbers and things like that. So I came back, and we got in touch for a little bit, but we never clicked again. It was 5, 6 years, 8 years, something like that. And life is busy. Like he has his children. Like I think it was on his second daughter or something like that, and he was married. So he just didn't have a lot of buddy time anymore. Where I was still very much in buddy time. And we've fallen out. But I love you, man. You were my best friend. And still are in some ways, right? Like, I don't feel like it's just like things change. Doesn't mean you're not that anymore. But we clocked that time together. Let's see. Lyndon says my best friend's name is Brian. He's an ugly mofo. Taradra! GLaDOS has a special message for you. Blah. All right, there it is. Koki says BossBot also wants to know your mother's maiden name and your 4-digit number. Maybe some of your social securities. Harry, not Potter, is a pothead instead. That's my last name, pothead. Roger, we're just answering this question. Who was your best friend? What was your best friend's name growing up? And why was he your best friend? Dermison says, my best friend's name growing up was Jude, but ever since I traveled overseas for a year, I didn't get to see him again when I got back. Well, reconnect. Best friends are like that. Miss Jessie says, Missy, we met in first grade and we're still friends. We're not best friends, but we're still friends. She lives back in Florida and we talk often on Facebook. Nice. Lyndon says, that's cool, Miss Jessie. Mine's 20 years plus. We still laugh at things like there's no tomorrow. Aw.
New media from Brushing Off My World.
Ooh, I like it. Thank you, Brushing. Thank you for that submission. Besmo Pluton says, my best friend's name was Jonathan. We were neighbors and used to play with Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards almost every day. Aw. I moved many years ago, but we're still in contact and hang out at least once a year. Zay says, I've always been the type of person who person who only had one really amazing friend at a time. Really amazing! Top of the list will always be my non-blood sister, Zaya, though she's emotionally stunning, beautiful, smart, caring, and the best person I could have asked for to have in my life for as long as she's been here. We used to look so similar that people would think we were twins. Aww. Winona says my best friend's name is Sophia. Roger says, no, my last name is not last name is Atkinson. Nice. Dude, Deradra, you're in that clan. She says, my best friend's name is Harold. Harold. We grew up together and our house is next to each other, so we always play together, riding our bikes. Yeah, playing Lego, and we trade Game Boy game cartridges. I didn't know you played Game Boy growing up. Oh my God, Ella Rock. Winona says, because we have the same personality and favorites. Nice. Aw. The people you spend time around, though, you become more like. I wonder if some of you folks are more like me, and I'm a little more like you since we hang out. We've been hanging out a long time.